You can improve your life, Johanna Sparrow.
Welcome to 10-minute relationship advice with your girl Johanna Sparrow. So I'm going to jump right on into the topic, and today I want to talk about being bullied in your relationship. I want to look at 5 situations. One is name calling, taunting is the second one. The third one would be verbal and physical aggression, controlling or being manipulative in a relationship, and being put down in your relationship. Now, either way it goes, this is not good. You don't want to be in a relationship where you're being called out of your name, such as idiot, stupid, dumb. That doesn't leave you in a good place, right? It makes you upset. It makes you probably hurt your feelings. And it's not love. Taunting you. And that's when someone that you're in a relationship with may do something and say something to really hurt you. And then when you tell them, you know what, I'm going to call my family, my friends, or the police, they tell you, well, go ahead on and call them. I'll wait. You definitely don't want to be in a situation like that. That's bullying. Another form of bullying is being verbally abusive or physically aggressive. And you may be with a partner that might be doing both. Either way go, that's not good. If somebody putting their hands on you, you need to get out of there. You don't need to be in a position where you're being physically abused, right? Um, if they are being controlling, and you know how that might look, you know, one minute they're praising you, the next minute they're tearing you down. They're telling you that you can't do something or that what you're doing is not right. You know, you shouldn't be in a position where you're constantly trying to prove yourself to your partner in a relationship. That's not good. That's controlling. That's a partner. That's someone that just has low self-esteem. And let's be real. Bullying is all about low self-esteem. Your partner could be dealing with that. They could be jealous. They could be envious. There's a number of things that could be taking place. You have to be aware of that. You have to keep your eyes open. You have to know what's going on in your own relationship. You know, especially if they're putting you down, you know, in front of their friends or making fun of the things that you're doing as if you're trying to be something that you're not when, you know, that's just who you are. You know, they may say things like, oh, she really wants to be the manager at work, or, you know, can you imagine that? Or she thinks she's this, or she thinks she's that, or he thinks he's this. You don't want to deal with a situation like that. If you have a partner that's doing these things to you, you may want to sit down and have a heart to heart talk with them. You don't want to use the word you because you can come off as if you're attacking them. So you could try to say things like, I don't like it when I'm put down. I don't like it when I'm called out of my name. I don't like it when I'm being controlled. And give some examples to your partner, or, you know, time frames when these things took place. Either way it go, you don't want to end up losing part of yourself, because a lot of times when people stay in relationships, they stay in relationships like this because they feel they won't have anyone, or they can't get anybody better than what they have, or they won't find something better than what they have, right? That's so not the truth. So what they do is they sacrifice parts of themselves in order to make excuses to stay in a relationship. And they normally make excuses for that person by saying something like this: well, maybe it was my fault. If I wouldn't have said this or that, they wouldn't have reacted this way. Or, you know, I provoked them. You cannot be in a relationship. You just can't. You cannot be in a relationship where you are taking 100% of the blame and your partner is not taking anything. It is not cool. It's not right if they're putting you down, if they're controlling you. You know, if you're with someone that's jealous of you, they're envious of you, you may be a self-starter. You may be bubbly personality, and they just don't like it. You may have the greatest relationship with family and friends, and they don't. No matter what the situation is, you cannot give up who you are in order to save a relationship, right? Love does not grow if it's being destroyed. Only thing you're going to do is you're going to take on resentment. You're going to become resentful of your partner, and you're going to grow apart. If you want to have a healthy relationship, you have to talk about those things that are hurting you. And maybe your partner might not be aware of it. Also, if you're laughing and playing, I don't know if I said this, but if you're laughing and playing and allowing them to put you down and being controlling towards you, when mad day comes and they do these things, you shouldn't complain about anything, because if you allow them to play with you this way, when they are upset, Yeah, when they're upset, they're going to do it all of the time. So you have to be accountable for your behavior and your actions. As I said before, a relationship takes work. I've been married going on now 28 years. Come November. For some, that's a long time. For me, it's a long time. But you may know people that may have been married longer. And you know, relationships are not easy, right? So you have to always stay on top of those little bitty issues that can grow to be big, major milestones in your relationship if you want to have a healthy relationship. And a lot of times, those problems have to do with control. They have to do with one partner feeling a certain way around the other partner. And if you don't get this addressed, you're going to have major issues, right? So, what I want you to do is I want you to not sit there and feel as if you can't have anything better than what you have, or feel that you have to accept this, because you won't find someone else, because that's not the truth. If you allow this to continue to happen in your life, you're not going to be happy. You're going to sacrifice some part of yourself in order to stay in that relationship. That might be your bubbly personality. That might be your go and get it type personality. You might be a very motivated person, a self-starter. Something with you is going to get sacrificed because you're going to have to make room for this person and that behavior. So you end up losing parts of yourself. You have to love yourself from within. If you can't love yourself, no one else will love you. Only you know what you need, right? And as I said before, you don't sit there in a situation and you take it because you feel you have to. If the relationship is not working, if it's causing you more hurt than good and more pain, you need to get out of that relationship. And you need to get out of that relationship. You need to get out of the relationship because it's not good for you. It's not healthy for you. If it's causing you anxiety, grief, stress, pain, it's not a good relationship. Now, if you haven't sought counseling, you need to do that. If you haven't talked to someone to help you understand what's going on in your relationship, you need to talk to someone. Everybody have different personality styles when it comes to being in a relationship, right? And I wrote a book on personality styles. There's 4 major personality styles. I'll talk about that on my next show. Because you could be in a relationship with someone where they have multiple personality styles, and you may have 1 or 2. Either way it goes, there will be a conflict if you don't get this resolved, right? You want to be in a healthy, happy relationship. And you have to take accountability for that to happen. You have to have a partner and you have to show up in your relationship to make that work. It's not just going to happen because you're together. And all the sorries in the world is not going to fix a broken heart or help you heal if certain things are said to you and it doesn't get resolved, right? So think about that. And what I want you to do is, if you haven't spoken to someone and you need someone to talk to, I offer a free 30-minute consultation for new clients. So just shoot me an email. I'd love to assist you and help you with your problems. I look forward to helping you. I don't want you to be in a relationship where you're suffering or you're hurting or you're feeling as if you have to tolerate or prove something to someone that has issues, because it's not your problem. You cannot be in a relationship giving 100% and your partner giving 5, 10, 15, 20%, right? You don't deserve that. I know that you want to be in a relationship where it's 100%. Now, that doesn't mean that it's going to be 100%. You're going to have beautiful days all the time in your relationship. But clearly, the way you speak to your partner and the way they speak to you can make all the difference in the world, right? You watch your tone, watch your words, and work on bringing balance back in your relationship. Just don't be afraid to walk away if you have to. If you have to walk away from a relationship because it's not benefiting you, don't be afraid to walk away and start over. Don't be afraid to set yourself free and do what it is that makes you happy. If you have a partner that's not there to celebrate you, but looking to tear you down, you don't need to be with that person. Find self-love. The more you love yourself, the more that you will want to have people around you that appreciate not only themselves but you. You want to be with people that celebrate you, not tolerate you. You want to be with people who understand you, who respect you. You want people to treat you how you want to be treated, right? In order to do that, you cannot allow yourself to be walked on like a doormat. You cannot be afraid of someone. If you are, you need to be talking to someone like right now, like yesterday. Okay? I'm all about relationships thriving and working, but I also don't have a problem with telling you to let that person go. If they're mistreating you and you're not finding the peace and the happiness that you want, then the relationship needs some work, right? If you find that you can't talk to your partner because your partner has an attitude, then you need to talk to someone so you can figure out what is going on in your relationship. There is a core problem that's taking place in your relationship, and the only way to get down to it and get to the bottom of it is understanding what is happening in your relationship. Now, you can have a healthy relationship, but you have to be willing to open up your eyes. You have to be willing to address the major issues that's taking place. If you know that you're dealing with a bully, you need to get that put in check, right? And do not stay with someone because you're afraid of them. Just don't do that. If the relationship is not working, as I said, it's time for you to go. Pack your bags and leave. It doesn't matter whether you're married, you've been dating off and on for a very long time, or you just met the person. It's not going to get better. And if you allow these things to happen or to take place in your life, it's only going to get worse, okay? Don't hold so tight to a person that you're willing to lose yourself over them. That is my time. I'll see you next Tuesday on 10-Minute Relationship Advice with Johanna. Visit me at johannasparrow.com and 10-Minute Relationship Advice with johannasparrow.com. Also, if you haven't subscribed, just hit the bell and the banner. Thank you. Don't forget to like the page and share it with family and friends. Have a great day.
There was something going on, that shade of doubt hanging around that old. 'Cause darling, there is nothing right when all you seem to do is lie. Those days are gone. I'm walking tall while you're alone. When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things you took from me, I know that I am so much better, better off. When I look at what I've done, now that we're apart, when I look at what I've won, I've come so far, I know I'm so much better off. And baby, you don't belong. Your love was cold, heart made of stone, but I'm just fine. I'm gonna shine. I'm alright, alright, alright. I'm celebrating my liberation. I'm moving strong, I'm moving on. I'm alright, alright, alright. Might be shaken but not stirred. Just a lesson that I've learned. And so it goes. Tables turn in your arms.